Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how to use lovely images to make beautiful cards and also some stickers that you can cut with your Scan and Cut. So this is not only interesting for those that use Craft Artist, but also for those who like to carry on using a combination of the two, your Scan and Cut and your Craft Artist. So I'm going to show you what I do. So I'm going to insert a new page. Now, you can bring all your images in here in photos, but another thing you can do, as long as you leave all your images opened in a window, so you know in your folder, your Explorer, as long as you have them somewhere on your screen. I've got two monitors, I've got them somewhere there. You can easily click on the image you like and you just drop it into your Craft Artist. So I can go and say, right, I like that one, and I'll just click on the image and drag it in. And there they go. You'll get the images you like. Now, the next thing, or the first thing I'm going to show you is what you can do if you wanted to create a line so that you can easily cut it with your Scan and Cut. And this is what I have been doing or showing some of my ladies as another way. There are different ways, and I have taught a lot of you many different ways of doing this, but this is another one. So if I take my image and I make sure I can have a line, a black line around it, and that black line, which it did put on, I'm going to go and give it about 8 points. Let's see 8 points first. 8 points of offset. And that gives me an area where it's going to be. So I'm going to undo that for a second, because there's another crucial step. I tend to, before I even put the line on, copy my image first. Control C, and I do not paste it. I just copy it. Then what I will do is this. I'll place the line on, like I just did, and make it about 8 points. 8, 10, something like that. I want just a little bit more around it. So now that I've done that, I'll go into Tools. I'll go into Convert to Curves, and I will take the color out. And I'm left with just my image. Now, my line, I have several little problems there, which I'm going to show you how to sort. Firstly, when you have a line and it doesn't go all the way around, all you need to do is a little box and you send it to back. And that gives you your full line. So that's the first trick. The second trick is this. You take your image, so make sure you're on Select Tool, take your line image, and on here you can take a rubber and say, right, I want to get rid of that rubber. I'm going to delete that bit. It's not letting me delete them. If it doesn't, then I need to sort that one out. So let's have a look. So that's my image. I'm going to turn it to a picture. So I'll go to Format, Tools, Convert to Picture, and OK. And now that will let me delete that extra bit. When you can't do something, there's always a way around it. I tell my ladies to think about what would Susan do. And they're getting really good at it. So there goes. I've got an outside line. Now, that line, I can either save it as an SVG and then use it to cut, or you can do this. I'm going to paste my image. So now I've got my image with an outside design. I'm going to pick both of them up. And I'm going to convert them to a picture. So now I got a sticker image. a sticker image. So what would I do next? I'm going to, very simply, print them. So I do this one, I do a few, I set them up the size I need them. Oh, they have to be together. So let's pick them up again and convert them to a picture. So they stay together. That's right. Now I can make them smaller, the size I want to use. And I'll do not only one, but several different items. So again, I'll quickly do it for you to see it again. So I'll take number one, I'll take my picture, I'll copy it. Once I copy it, I go and put a line around the image that's still there. And I'll make it an offset of about 8. I tend to do the same for the same images. There goes, there's my line around it there. Okay. It's black. So I've got my line there. Now what I'm going to do is go into Tools, Convert to Curves, and I'm going to take the color out. So I've got my line there. It's not showing. I'm going to make the line a little bit thicker because I can't really see that. There it goes. Now, a box that I will send to the back to make sure I can see the whole line. And there it is. So now, all I need to do is paste my image there. And this one didn't have any trouble, so I'm going to pick them both up. And I'm going to go to Tools, Convert to Picture. And then I'm going to go to Tools, Convert to Curves for a minute. So it comes small. I've got no extras around it. It's a nice image. And I'm going to do Tools, Convert to Picture again. And now I've got that. I can pick it up. I can make it the size I want. And I can even move that out of the way. And I've got my next picture. I want it a bit bigger. So once I print these, I then go to cut them. Now, if you do not like the black line when you cut your labels, because Scan and Cut will cut to the outside of that black line, when you scan it, all you need to do is go on the offset on your Scan and Cut and do it minus 0.4. And that will cut between the image and that line, leaving your black line out of your cut. I think that is perfect. It's really nice to work with. Have a little play from what I've shown you. Now I'm going to go onto a new sheet again, because those are not just for people that the set is not just for people who want to use a Scan and Cut, but you know what? It's brilliant if I wanted to make a card. So if I wanted to make a square card, let's do a square card. Doesn't matter which one we do. I'm going to do a square there. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in a piece of material or a shape. I'm going to do a shape. And that shape, I'm going to cut it. I'm going to give it a color first so I know what I've got. And I'm going to do a light blue. Something like that. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut along the way. Now the top bit I'm going to leave blue. The bottom bit I'm going to do a nice light green. Something like that. And there you go. You got a background image. Now you don't want lines, so I'm going to take the line out and I'm going to take the line out on there. So I've got a background. It's like hilly area with some sky there. Now in the images, we've got things like, whoa, lovely little clouds. You can have one or two of them if you like that. You might have or want to have the sun. And you know what's beautiful as well? The fact that if you don't want it all in your image, and I'll show you what I mean by that, you just go over your stencil, place it where you want. There goes, there's my sun, my clouds. They're coming in from the side. They're going there. So you can adjust it however you like. Then you've got some beautiful gnomes. I'll show you some before we finish, because this is really cute. Look at that. And if you want, you can bring it as if she's coming into the picture. You place it there. And then you might have, she's got flowers, so she might be picking flowers. So I could get some flowers in. Now, if you're going to do flowers, you need to do them something similar to the size she's got in there. Because if they're a lot bigger, they're going to look stupid. You need to think about your image. Something like that. And you might have someone or a house in the background there. Let's get a house in. I think it's quite lovely. I'm going to make it a bit smaller because remember, there's the distance. So I'm going to put it at the back there, a little bit smaller, and you've got everything going for it. Let's have it something like that. Then you might want to have a few small, because again, they're in the distance there. So you can have a few mushrooms. And if you don't want her to be on her own, you can bring her someone in with her. We could have, I'm gonna bring him in. I'll show you some of these images. They are lovely. They really are cute. So again, I'm going to do him small because he's in a distance. I'm going to go a little bit behind. So he's behind the mushroom. Or, you know what? If I move the mushrooms around a little bit, I could have some. Give me 1 second, I've seen it. He's got an onion in his hand. So you can even put a couple of onions on the ground as if he is actually picking them. You can have a couple there. So stamp mode. And he's picking some onions. Can you see how lovely any child, even adults, would love to receive a card like that? Now, why do I use a stencil? Because when I now lift my stencil, everything outside that stencil will be cut perfectly. Now, before I finish, I'd love you to see some of these lovely images in here. So let me bring some in just to show you. Look, the gnomes are absolutely gorgeous. Look at these. Some of my ladies really enjoyed playing with these. I'm always finding them new gnomes to see. They haven't yet used these particular ones because I'm releasing the video at the moment, and they'll see the link where I found them. Look, he's the same, so I can get rid of him. There's things like flowers. I'm just going to bring them in for you to see. There are gloves. We have bags. And oh, it's up, it keeps giving. It's really lovely. And if you enjoy playing with pictures like these, I'll leave you a link so you can see where you can find them. I think they're gorgeous. Thank you for watching. Please remember to give me a thumbs up then you'll have the, I will be in the know that you're enjoying them. And you know what? I can do you a lot more. Keep giving you some tips and tricks on how to use your Craft Artist, and now also how to combine it with your Scan and Cut. So please do give us a thumbs up. And if you're not yet subscribed, do subscribe to my channel so you will get notification. And remember to click the bell so you know when I've placed a new video for you. Thank you again for listening to me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.